Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a really exciting video for you. Well, it's exciting for me because I get to talk about Moonshine Manny's first collection of 2024. So for the last few years, our first collection of the year has been a collaborative collection where I get together with 11 or 12 different Facebook group members to the Moonshine Manny Fans Facebook group. And they are the people who submitted the runner-up image for our monthly Facebook group custom. So every month the members of the group choose a polish to inspire our group custom, or excuse me, they choose an image. They choose an image to inspire our group custom, and then I work with that member to create a special polish for that month. This collection features 11 polishes where I worked with the person who submitted the runner-up image, because often it's a really close tie between those two images and we have so many great submissions each month. So I always think it's so fun to get together and hear their ideas and make their dream polish inspired by that image. So that is going to be our first collection of this beautiful new year. So our first collection will launch on the second Friday of January. So that is January 12th. Now, like I said, this is an 11-piece collection because we had 11 Facebook group customs last year. We actually skipped November. But, so this is a large collection. Usually my collections are 5-piece collections. So it's divided into 2 parts. So the first half of the year is going to be part A. Second half of the year is going to be part B. And I always have the bonus add-on that you can get in the first 48 hours after launch that you can get for free if you're purchasing the whole collection. So with this collection, there's going to be 2 bonus add-ons for the 2 separate parts. So part A is going to be the first 6 months. These 6 months, so June, is going to be the bonus add-on if you purchase all of part A. If you decide to purchase part B, then you'll go for the next 4 months, and then the 5th polish will be the bonus polish for part B. Now, if you want to pick up the whole collection because you love all of these ideas that all of these wonderful collaborators came up with, then there will also be a separate listing if you want to get the full collection, and that will reflect the discount as if you are getting the whole collection. You'll get the bonus add-on for free, and it's discounted so that it equals out to being the same price as if you purchase the 2 sets separately. So it gives you some different buying options there. I know that 11 pieces is, at least for me, more than I usually like to undertake with a collection release. So I did want to give a few different options there. So I'm really excited to share with you all of these polishes that these different lovely group members made, and they've become my friends over time. Those of you who are in the Facebook group, definitely come join us if you aren't yet, Moonshine Manny Fans on Facebook. But thank you to all of you who collaborated with me and worked with me and who just engage in that group. And we all just have such a great time over there together and grow our bond over our love of polish. So I'm going to be swatching all of these new shades for you on my nails and give you a full hand swatch as well. Before we get into the new Runners Up 2023 collection, which is what it's called because they're the runners up from last year, I'm going to swatch for you the Project Dupe It for January. Our first Project Dupe It of January 2024 is inspired by Illamasqua Raindrops. So there is a place that you can go on my Facebook group, Moonshine Manny Fans, and you can request polishes to be added to the Project Dupe It line. What that means is I take a hard to find mainstream polish that's either really expensive on eBay or you just can't get it anymore. Sometimes I borrow them from buddies that I find in the group where I can't even find the polish, and I make a Moonshine Manny product that is similar. It will usually have a little bit of my own spin on it, but I'm trying to give you a very similar look. So the polish for this month is called Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. They are always named after songs, and I usually try to have a word in there that is the same word as the Project Dupe It, the polish that the Project Dupe It is inspired by, so that you understand the reference. And so this is a kind of dirty, rainy gray with white flakies in it, and it is meant to look like the inspiration shade in case you're having a hard time getting your hands on it. So we're going to swatch that first, and then we're going to get into part A and part B, and I'll meet you back here in a minute. All right, so like I said, we're going to look at the Project Dupe It for January 1st. For this month, I chose to do a polish inspired by Illamasqua Raindrops. This is a polish that I purchased on eBay a couple years ago or something. And the tone of the gray is just really, really pretty. It is such a soothing, calm, rainy gray, and it's not super opaque so that it just kind of washes over your nail with this mellow, calm gray. And then the Inspiration polish does have these tiny little snowy white flakes, so I've replicated that here. And this is Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. It will be added to the permanent Project Dupe It line. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into the Runners Up 2023 collection. Here it is as a whole. I love how we made this really cohesive color story together from all the months of last year. It's so fun. So this is part A. This is what we're going to look at first. I'm going to go through the polishes in month order, which is different than I normally do. All right, for January, this polish was designed by Brenda. This is called It Was Only a Winter's Tale. It's a seafoam green Crelly. The inspiration picture will always be in the top right-hand corner. This Crelly is filled with white glitters and shreds and white and green iridescent flakes. And this is a Crelly formula, so you're going to want those 2 coats. It's meant to look squishy. It's meant to kind of lake or pond mani squish around the glitter so that you layer it up and get a really cool look. And actually for both January and February, we had these really beautiful colors of kind of turquoisey or tealy green. So that was really fun. So here is just 2 coats. Everything's going to be swatched at 2 coats today. There's your full hand swatch and your macro shot. For February, we have the polish called Excellent, designed by Amy. And it's inspired by these beautiful eggs up here in the right-hand corner. This is a turquoise Crelly filled with crushed gold flakes. This turned out so beautiful. A really kind of like honed in idea here on what she wanted to do with this polish, and not too many components going on, and it just makes for a really classic, beautiful look. This second coat, as you build it up, as you can see, it really brings that color out and brings that full kind of turquoise egg look out of the polish. So the 2 greens that you just looked at, they are not identical colors. This one's a little bit more green than the other, but they are both super beautiful and totally different. So next up we have March, and this is Tresor de Papillon. Sorry if I mispronounced that. This polish was designed by Nicole. This is a soft pink Crelly filled with pink to orange to gold iridescent flakies. It also glows with blue to aqua shimmer and a touch of twinkling gold micro glitters. As you can see, the inspiration image is this beautiful jeweled butterfly, and I think this came out so perfectly. This really light, soft pastel pink with all of these beautiful twinkling components, which you can see there on the right in your close-up. So this is just 2 coats of Tresor de Papillon, and that is for March. Next up, we have Birds of a Feather. This polish was designed by Miranda, inspired by that plumage up there on the top right-hand corner, and this is the first of a number of thermal polishes in the collection. A lot of makers wanted to do thermals, and I was not mad about it. We do want to make sure, though, that when you're shopping for thermals at this time of year, make sure you really like the cold state. I was able to get all of these to shift easily with the aid of a heater, but you're likely to have your hands be in the cold state a lot right now. So just really make sure you like the cold state. I will note on the screen here what is warm, what is cold. So Birds of a Feather for April is a smoky blue to green thermal, shifting blue to green with multi-chrome shimmer and sparkling with scattered hollow. And there you have a couple more angles and your macro shot as well. Next up for May, we have Ghost Unicorn of Moon Manor. This was designed by Tika. This is a violet to teal thermal Crelly filled with turquoise, magenta, and tangerine glitters, inspired by this super, super cool unicorn that she submitted for May, which I love because there's a pumpkin in there, but it is so, so fun, and the colors all together are so cool, and the idea that she had picked out for this thermal just really worked out so well, and I'm just super, super pleased. Like I mentioned before, This collection is such a fun one for me to put together each year, getting to work with a number of you and making these special polishes. So there is warm and cold, and there is kind of like a midway transition right there. Okay, this is the bonus add-on for part 1. That's what we're looking at right now. This is called You're My Purple. This was the runner-up image for June. This is going to be included with your purchase of Part A, and if you purchase the full collection, from Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time of this weekend only. It is also available for purchase separately. This is an ethereal lavender crelly glowing with indigo to pink to gold shimmer and gold to orange iridescent flakes. So, yeah, this one is so fun. And actually, that inspiration image that we had for this, we have done that before, and it's come out totally different with the whole opal look to it instead. But she was inspired by that bottom right-hand corner of lavender and then adding in all the other colors. All right, we're moving into part B, or part 2 of the collection. So this is going to be July through the end of the year. The first polish up is called Pool of Unicorn Tears. This was designed by Katya, inspired by that image you see on the top right. And she said, I want this to be a purple to blue thermal with reflective glitters in it. And that's exactly what we did, and it turned out so great. I just absolutely love this. So I described this as a galaxy purple to blue thermal filled with silver reflective glitters and glowing with sapphire to purple shimmer to just really pull out those beautiful colors in this polish. And I note with reflective polishes every time, you may wish to use extra top coat with this polish just to make sure you maintain that nice and plump look, even though you have all of those reflective glitters in there, which like to soak up top coat. So there you can see its reflectiveness right there. Next up, we're going to look at the polish for August. This polish was designed by Kayla. This is called Northern Lights Cocktail, and she wanted to do a very dark purple to blue to fuchsia thermal. And the closest product that I could find that would achieve this really cool look of that drink, we have a kind of blackberry base when it's really, really cold. Then the medium color is like a blueberry indigo shade, and then you have a nice bright fuchsia when you're warm. This crelly also has yellow and blue glitters in it to replicate the other colors that are in that drink, and this one turned out so cool. I'm just like fully obsessed with that color on the right. That dark, deep blackberry shade is just everything right now. I wore this for quite a while, and there you have the middle color there. Sorry, I flew through that one. You're Gorgeous. This is September shade. This one was also designed by Miranda. And this is a dusty teal glowing with teal to violet to pink to gold, multichrome and iridescent shimmers and linear hollow. So lots of good stuff going on in here because that image just has so many colors and the vibes are everything. So this swatches beautifully in just 2 coats. As you know, I'm just doing 2 coats across the board here, and that beautiful shimmer pulls out so beautifully. So I have a couple of different angles so you can see those shots. We don't have sun right now, so I don't have any outdoor shots of these polishes that have hollow in them. Also, I didn't mention, but the bonus add-on to the part 1 was also designed by Miranda. You're My Purple. Okay, this one is called Stay Wild Moonchild. For October, this is a teal jelly glowing with gold to green to blue to purple to pink and shimmer and twinkling with gold micro glitters and flakies. If this reminds you of a polish pickup shade called We're Here and We're Queer, they are sister polishes, so if you like that one, you will love this one. It is so shifty. I'm going to show you here. We have a couple of different shifts here just for space. I saved the next angle of the shift, I think, for the next photo, but it's just all the colors in one polish. Super, super fun. So here's a couple of more of lighting angles and more photos because there's just so much goodness to share in this one. Okay, the bonus add-on and the final one today. This is you're going to receive this for free with your purchase of part 2. if you're purchasing before Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is Reese's Winter Walks designed by Tammy, and this is available for purchase separately. It is a snowy gray glowing with purple, pink, orange, gold shimmer, which glows out so beautifully even in such a light polish, and the shade of gray is just so soft and lovely. I love it so much. So again, you receive both bonus polishes if you're purchasing the whole collection, but I've divided it up into 2 parts just so it's more easily digestible. Alright guys, so that is the full Runners-Up 2023 collection and our newest Project Dupe It shade for January 2024. Everything launches this Friday, January 12th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time at moonshinemanny.com. Everything you need to know will be in the description bar below, as well as the information about the promotional items, the bonus items that you can get during the first weekend of launch. Those products are available for purchase separately. I think that's everything. That's quite a mouthful, but I had a lot to share with you guys. So I hope you had a great new year and you're really feeling 2024. I had a New Year's Eve polish launch and it's called This Year is for Self-Love, and I really believe that and hope that we all engage with that kind of mantra for this year. And I will see you back for another video very soon. I have my favorite winter shades from mainstream brands coming up soon, so I will see you back. Have a great rest of your day. Okay, take care. Bye.